What up, though? So welcome to the Freight Broker Report channel. So we're going to we're just going to get straight into it. So I appreciate you chiming in and watching the channel. Thank you for the support. But we're going to talk about today. I just want to get right into it. Is broker transparency, is that finally going to become a thing? You know what I'm talking about? Reason why I'm saying that is if you have been watching today in logistics news, right? In logistics news today, one of the largest brokers out here, TQL, is facing a lawsuit. And what I mean by that is they're coming down on TQL, and that might mean a lot of things for other brokers within the industry, such as myself and all other small brokers, because they're big time. So what they're saying is the lawsuit over transparency, a recent Supreme Court decision declining review of a broker liability case, and TQL's continued expansion and community involvement, right? The lawsuit over broker transparency comes from Pink Cheetah. That's a trucking company, has filed a federal lawsuit against TQL, allegedly, you know what I'm talking about, that the company refused to provide transactional records, meaning everything that occurred within those particular loads, meaning what was the shipper paying, what did the broker receive, what did they pay the carrier or the trucker. You know what I'm talking about? So, alleging that the company refused to provide transactional records for 15 loads hauled over the past 3 years. Now sit and think about that. 15 loads. That could be potentially a substantial amount of money, within, I guess, that time period, depending on, how much freight they're moving. I'm talking about this could be the reason why they end up closing their doors, right? And we don't want that. So they're alleging that, TQL, like I said, one of the biggest brokers out here within the logistics industry has been refusing to, show those records. But as of today, us as brokers, we don't have to, submit those. Me personally, I will keep my shit up front. You know what I'm talking about? So, carriers, shippers, carriers and truckers know exactly what I'm getting, because, I have no problem with sharing what I made off a particular load. What are you going to do about it? Like, seriously, I did my part, you did your part, and the other person did their part. So we all winning at this point. You know what I'm talking about? So I don't see where the hang up is, but a lot of people don't want to share how much they made, on one particular load. I get it. You know what I'm talking about? I get it. But me personally, it doesn't matter, because it's not going to make or break what I do as a broker. I'm providing a service, and I'm gonna make sure that you are paid well as well. So it really don't matter. But over the past few years, despite November 30th, 2023 order from the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So, in the news, Supreme Court declines review of a broker liability case. Okay, this happened. The Supreme Court has declined to review a case involving broker liability, leaving the issue with conflicting precedents in the federal courts. So TQL's continued expansion and community involvement. TQL continues to expand its presence, recently opening offices in Fort Worth, Texas, East Lansing, Michigan. I didn't know you was in my stomping grounds. East Lansing, Michigan, and Huntsville, Alabama. TQL has pledged over $1.5 million to employee selected charities and donated goods to those in need through its Moves That Matter program. Okay, so this is where you're going to try to start buttering people up. Okay, I get it. I'm talking about TQL, I get it. TQL has been recognized as a top food chain provider. Okay, blah, blah, blah. That's good. TQL legal position. Despite a win on appeal, TQL wants the Supreme Court to review the broker liability issue to clarify conflicting circuit decisions. So what I'm gathering from this is, if it is upheld, I'm talking about, and TQL is found, I don't want to say liable, but if they found to be, needing to provide these particular statements and things like that, how does that leave us as, small brokerages? Like I said, me personally, I feel that, my broker transparency is going to be up front anyway, because I believe, it's, I have nothing to hide. If I'm going to make $400 to $500 on the load, that's what I want to make on the load. If I got the load for a nice price and I'm still giving a particular trucker or carrier a nice, price as well, then what's the issue? We're all doing our job. But what this could do is make us all, I guess, get our paperwork together. And that might be a thing that, everybody is, hung up on. Even though we all should have our paperwork together anyway, submitted, have our documentation. I know as brokers, the percentage usually is like 15 to 20%. Okay, I get it. But long as everybody else is eating and you're making over, we'll say $3 a mile, okay, you should be good, right? I think. But it all depends on what time, day and time that we're in at that particular state in life. So with that being said, TQL is the topic of discussion in the logistics right now. So we all waiting to see how this turns out, so we know how we can move and coordinate throughout, the industry as a whole, moving forward. So TQL, I understand, I guess your stance. Heard a lot of crazy things about TQL, your organization, and I don't have no personal experience with TQL, so I can't say yay or nay about it. But so many, people in the industry are just, shitting on that particular name, TQL. There's like maybe 10, maybe 5 to 15% of people to say, yeah, we did good business with them. But at 85, they talking real greasy, you know what I'm talking about? So I had to bring that particular news to the channel because it's important moving forward on how we're navigating in this particular industry. So if you do me a favor, hit the like button. That helps the algorithm, helps me bring videos. I'm gonna bring the videos regardless, but it helps the algorithm, helps push this video out to other, viewers. Also hit the subscribe button. I have a lot of good things coming on to the channel, and share the video. You know what I'm talking about? And I have a private newsletter that has a lot of, information pertaining to the industry that I think you should subscribe to. thefreightbrokerreport.substack.com. You can meet us over there. And yeah, peace, love, and light. I'll see you on the next video. Salute.